but it was so worth it and met a lot of wonderful people there. And it was just really eye opening. And I did get to stay on and be like their trim liaison for a little bit, which was really fun as well. So that was awesome.
So, what was it like? Because you were from the middle of the country, Colorado, and you're from Nebraska too, aren't you?
Mhm. Yep, Nebraska originally, yep.
Yeah. And so, what was it like to move to New York City? Because sometimes, that's a big transition from a little bit slower paced
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yes.
Mm.
I knew, I think in college that's where I wanted to go. I understood if I wanted to get the full fashion industry experience, I needed to go to New York or LA or Paris or London would have been awesome too, but New York seemed accessible because it was not in a different country. And also, I had been to New York, I think, once before. I just loved the energy of the city. And yeah, that really inspired me. I was excited about it and excited to leave the Midwest or small town and experience the big city life, which was
Yeah.
great.
Well, New York is amazing. It is
Yeah.
amazing.
I know. I know. I do miss, yeah. I do miss it a little bit. So
Oh, your career is really impressive.
thank you.
Knitwear design, and you've also taken a unique route because you were a contractor, independent contractor for
Yes.
many, many, many. First, tell us what drew you to knitwear design, and then we'll talk about you being a contractor.
Yes, knitwear design was actually kind of by happen chance. I knew nothing about knitwear design, didn't have much experience at our design program at CSU. It was 2008, and I had just finished, or I was looking for a job while I was in New York. Really wanted to stay in high end design after my internship with DVF, but it was the recession. So jobs were very hard to come by. And I was interviewing a lot. I interviewed for Macy's private label, and they had an assistant sweater design position open. Ended up getting the job, and I remember my parents were very happy that she got a paying job in the city, and I took it immediately, and that's kind of where I ended up learning everything about knitwear design, specifically sweaters in particular. And as an assistant designer, you're like on the job training a lot. I thought that was, although it wasn't like my dream job of who I wanted to design for, it really taught me so much about working with factories, working with a huge mass market industry like Macy's. We were producing thousands of units for one style, which is a lot and very important. You get things right. I'm really grateful for that opportunity and the people I worked with there who shaped the growth in my knitwear skills and kind of fell in love with like there's just endless possibilities within the knitwear realm and so many things you can do, really unique ways to apply yarns and stitches and create a unique piece. So that's how I got my start in knitwear, which was not where was thinking I was going to go, but it was just a really great opportunity for me.
Well, I was so excited when I saw you go that route because I love knitwear, and it
Yeah.
is tough because a lot of universities don't have strong knitwear programs. There's a few that are starting finally,
Yeah.
but it's tough.
Yeah. I
It's
know. Yeah, I feel lucky to have gotten that and kind of I wish I had more experience or had done more knitwear exploration in my younger years. But yeah, that's how I fell into it. Yeah.
and so you've about over 10 years as a contract designer. So what was that like?
Yeah, I also wasn't in the plan for me, but I ended up just opportunity wise. I spent about 4 years in New York and I loved it. I just wasn't designing what I wanted to be designing at the time and really wanted to push myself into more of the performance wear industry, which at the time I had also heard it was a better life balance, work life balance, because in New York, you were working 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. at night. It was just crazy. And I missed the outdoors. I missed being active, I missed the mountains. So initially, I was interviewing in Portland at Adidas and Columbia. And so I was moving out of New York, staying with my sister who lived in Boulder, interviewing on the West Coast. Those jobs I ended up not getting. Then I realized there were all these opportunities in Colorado to just, focus on contract design. And especially with my knitwear background, that kind of helped me with a leg up because there weren't a lot of knitwear contractors in Denver area as well. So I think I was like, okay, I'll just do some contract work while I figure out where I'm going to move. And then I ended up just loving it. I knew I wanted to end up in Colorado again at some point. I was able to find enough work to make that a full-time career and stay close to family, stay in the mountains where I loved. So it was awesome. And then just focus on design work, which was a dream to do and kind of like not have to be in a million meetings and not have to deal with overseas factories all the time. But yeah, there are definitely like perks and negatives to that as well. But
Yeah.
it was great, and it definitely an adventure working with so many different companies, which really rounded out my design experience.
So how do you handle working with multiple brands at one time when you're a freelancer or contract
Yeah,
designer?
that was a struggle. I think you have to be pretty diligent on your time management skills, which, like, are still not perfect for me now, but I was pulling a lot of all-nighters at times and really just busting my ass for a while and trying there's a lot of clients that had overlapping deadlines, and that was hard, where you had to deliver, you know, multiple different designs at the same time to different brands. So being able to be agile, switch gears throughout the day even onto other brands, and I think that's why I did it for so long. It was really interesting for me to design different products and compete, like, it kept my interest. I didn't get bored doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Um And yeah, I mean, it was tough. You have to also get out of your comfort zone and look for work, sell yourself, essentially sell your skill set, which was tough for me. And definitely like why I ended up taking a lot of work. Any opportunity that came my way, I said yes to. And then it got a little busy. But then you have your clients that come back season after season, and then you get into a groove and get on a schedule with things. So it was an experience. It was a roller coaster of
I bet. Oh, I bet. So did you do like cold calls out to companies
um,
to sell yourself or to get
I
work?
did, yeah, like cold emails. I went to all of the trade shows. I remember just like by myself, I'd show up and go to booths and try and get contacts that way. So I went to SIA, which was in Denver at the time, went to OR in Salt Lake, went to OR in Denver. So yeah, I think having the trade shows close by was nice, but that was actually a way I got a couple clients that way. And then, of course, maintaining your network, reaching out to people like, hey, tell them your experience. You know how to you can do quick flat sketching for them. You can do some trend research for them. Just like trying to take a load off of their workload and also be enjoyable to work with.